There is almost something surreal about hunting ships on the American East Coast. The war in Europe has now lasted for more than 2 years and has become more and more vicious and deadly with each month that passed. Our enemies are adapting to our tactics and ever-increasing numbers. A rigorous convoy system has been implemented. Almost no ship dares to venture out to sea alone. Almost all merchants are by now armed. Escorts are ever present. Large numbers of depth charges are stacked on the decks. But here, on the American East Coast, it's almost like the very early days of the war against England. Merchants are unarmed, sailing completely alone, without any escorts nearby. Christ, some people are even sailing out to go fishing. But thinking about this, I realize this is normal. This is how life should be. But for us, war has become normal. Here, towns are illuminated at night. People are enjoying their lives, going out to restaurants, theaters, going shopping. All that without thinking if there will be an air raid. Without thinking about friends and loved ones who might be on the front lines. While Europe burned, these people here have been living completely ignorant of the horrors that this war brings. They have lived comfortable, sheltered and safe lives. And it does sadden me that with their entry into the war, this might be about to change. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of our amazing Silent Hunter 3 campaign with the OneAlex Mod Edition. So, let me show you what's going on and where we are. It is currently January the 25th, 1942. We are still in the waters near Cape Cod, not too far away, at the entrance to the Gulf of Maine. It is, well, the sun is set. Darkness has set in. It is 7:30 in the evening local time. We have a half moon in the sky, illuminating the sea a bit, as you can see. And somewhere ahead of us, we have a ship. I don't know yet what it is. There it is. There it is. Looks... I'm not quite sure, but turn that way. And bring the user to the bridge. We need to determine what we are looking at here. Increase our speed. The weather is a bit poor. We have wind speeds of 13 meters per second. Visibility is moderate, but that's fine. Enough for our needs here. And now we can maybe take a better look at this thing. That's a merchant. It's most definitely a merchant. The question is, which way is it going? Turn that way. Turn in towards it. I'll observe. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's moving right to left. I think the funnel is in the rear, more or less. Yeah, it is moving right to left. Yes, I think so. Okay, in that case, let's start to cut it off. If that ship is unarmed, we might be able to conduct another surface attack here. And it's nighttime. It might be a good idea to bring another steam torpedo into the tube now. So let's start doing that. You get in there. Get in there. Get a few additional men in there. How long? Ah, damn, we can't because of the waves. My bad. Well, in these waves, one torpedo might be enough to sink it. On weapon stations, please. Yeah, but we can't load another torpedo because of the waves. I would have to submerge. The boat is too unstable at the moment, so it's being rocked violently by the waves, and if the poor sods in the torpedo room would attempt to load a torpedo, that thing would break their bodies, swinging from the chains. So we are not doing that. Instead we are heading towards this thing. We do have a steam torpedo loaded in tube 2. And if... That is a big freighter there, isn't it? Maybe I can submerge for a time. Yeah, let's do that. You know what, steer left like so. And we'll submerge the boat. We are going down to 20 meters to load the torpedo.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neue Tiefe 2,0 Meter.
Yeah, I need you guys in there. You will help to load the torpedo. I think I should fire 2 torpedoes here. I think that's a good idea. So we are gonna submerge now. Come on. There we go. We are beneath the waves. I'll order a higher speed.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Volle Fahrt voraus.
Full speed ahead, just so that we don't lose that ship, that it doesn't outrun us. Okay, we should now be... Yeah, we are loading the torpedo. In 11 minutes we can surface again. Good. Hydrophone operator on station. We can keep tabs on the target. But that's it for now. We'll stay down here for 11 minutes, and then we are gonna surface again and hunt that thing down. For now though, let me put a cut into the video, and I'll bring you back once these 11 minutes are over and we are a bit closer to the target. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, hydrophone. Actually, stop engines for a moment. Hydrophone, what can you hear? Merchant medium speed closing bearing 107. Let's listen for ourselves. I just want to make sure that there's no escort out there. That thing is slowly chugging along. I don't hear an escort. No, it's just him. Excellent. Excellent. Full speed ahead. Good. So, I'll see you in a few minutes. For me, a few seconds for you. Welcome back. So, the torpedo has been loaded into the tube, and I'm using the opportunity that we are still submerged now at periscope depth, and our boat is stable. I'm using this opportunity to measure the target's speed. And then, I don't even know if I will surface for this attack or not. Maybe I'll do it submerged. But I'll make that decision once we get this done. So, let's start the clock now. Of course, the image had to become blurry right now, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I think I will have to surface to get a bit closer to this thing, but is that a gun in the stern? They might be armed. In that case, I'm not surfacing. Is that a gun in the bow? This thing might actually be armed. It is an American ship, but it might be an armed one. If they are armed, we are not going to surface. I'll try to attack them submerged. I will have to get a lot closer though, in a hurry. Okay, and stop the clock. Now, go get on that course there. Down periscope. Increase our speed, go down to 15 meters. That was 51 seconds. That's quite a lot. This thing is not going fast. I think the length of the ship is about 130 or longer than that. Let's go with 5.5 knots for now. That's a slow ship. A real slow one. Good, we are down at depth and we are racing towards them. I want to get a little bit closer to confirm if those are weapons or not before I do anything stupid. I've already set up my torpedoes. We will shoot a salvo, tubes 2 and 3, both steam torpedoes, both impact, medium speed, depth is set to about 6 meters because of the wave height. We have to go that deep. I hope that it's not too deep. I mean, I could get away with 5.5, I guess. Half a meter might make a big difference here. So you know what, let's actually do that. Torpedo, let's go. Like so. And you, I will keep a few centimeters deeper, like so. Back to salvo mode. And everything else we still need to determine apart from the speed. It does seem very slow though, doesn't it? Awfully slow. Still, we should be closing the distance nicely now. And in about half a minute we are going back to periscope depth and I'm taking another look at that thing. Maybe the attack periscope can be raised high enough, but I doubt it, not in these waves. We will have to come up to about maybe 13 meters or so to make sure that we don't broach. Yeah, let's do that right now. 5 planes up. Just a little bump here. Slowly rising up. And we will of course also slow down so that the periscope doesn't vibrate. Okay. Let's go into the conning tower and to our huge and awesome attack periscope. Oh! Much closer than I thought. Range is fine. AOB is 80. Open the tubes. Confirm range to target if I can. Visual height about 3.5 or something like that. Yeah, that's fine. We should still be far enough away. Nah, that's not right. I made a little mistake here. Reverse the boat. Reverse the boat. But I can now observe if they have weapons or not. And I can confirm it. Gun there, gun there. I don't want to surface anywhere close to this thing. Okay, start turning the boat right. Keep our bow pointed at it. They're sailing past right now, but that's still fine. This is still okay, I just need to start reversing. Distance to the ship is about... Optical height is about 10. Yeah, they should be about 500 meters away. I think we'll be good to fire once I turn our boat a bit. Start turning harder. The torpedoes will be chasing the target, but that's fine. That's no issue.
Kontakt, Frachter, entfernt sich auf 346, geringe Entfernung.
Both tubes are open, yes? Yes, they are. Okay. I will have to change the AOB and so, but that's also fine. Stop the turn. Slow us down. Okay, AOB. Let's determine it. A little past 90. Let's go with 100. Range should now be 600. Speed we leave as is. And that's... Let's see, salvo angle. Let's set it to 2.5. Fire. Both torpedoes away. Start to move forward slowly. No, let's leave it like this for now. Torpedoes might be coming in at an angle that is not optimal, but I think they should still detonate, even at that angle. The target is not far away, the torpedoes will reach it relatively soon. There we go, hit one. Second one. One hit only. Okay. That's fine. That's... Yeah, the second torpedo was a dud. One, so both were hits. One bounced off and went to the seafloor. Or went to the seafloor immediately. Regardless, it was a dud. But we got one hit. Question is, will they sink now? Let's see. Weapons officer. Target AOB is what? It's difficult to tell in this darkness. But it should be... real difficult to tell. What am I looking at? What kind of AOB is this? Maybe something like 110? Target course therefore might be... that. Turn to 160. Let's submerge down to 20 meters. Down periscope. We are submerging. We will speed up. And we are loading torpedoes. Load these two torpedoes. You into the torpedo room together with you. That should already be enough, right? Yeah, that's bringing the reloading time down to 11 minutes. Okay. So now I'm going to shadow that ship for the next, probably for the next 22 minutes, while loading torpedoes. Give me a depth reading, by the way. We have to be a bit careful. The waters can be very shallow in this area, so I can't go too deep. We'll stay at this depth here. We are staying right at this depth. And we are loading torpedoes while shadowing that thing, and if it doesn't go down from the one torpedo hit, we can re-attack. But for now, let's jump ahead to that. And there we are again, in the conning tower, sitting at the attack periscope. Actually, I should be sitting like this. There's the view piece. And yeah, both tubes are loaded once again, so we can go ahead and take a peek at the enemy. The enemy is at about 70 to somewhere here. There it is. Some time has passed. They don't seem too fazed about being hit by the torpedo. Not at all, actually. You can go back there. No, they don't seem to be too bothered. What is the AOB here? More or less 90 right now. In that case, if I speed up a bit and turn in a little bit, I should be able to get into a firing position ahead of the target again. Did they speed up? They might have sped up. Well, it won't help them much. Down periscope. Flank speed. Down to 16.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neue Tiefe 1,6 Meter.
Yeah, we are diving. Diving a bit deeper so that we don't broach. Alternatively, I could surface. Surface and run ahead and then submerge again for the torpedo attack. That's also an option. But I think I'll try it like this. We can reach a pretty good speed underwater, even though our batteries are getting a little bit drained. There you go. Battery levels are dropping. Can we even reach 8 knots right now? The more the battery level drops, by the way, the less power the batteries are able the less power can be drawn from the batteries. That's what I want to say. So, the more the batteries are drained, the less speed you will get out of them. If I go like this, will our speed drop? Yeah, it's dropping. But I think it will be only more or less a half knot difference with a much lower battery consumption. Yeah, I'll stay like this. This should help us to get ahead of the target in about 5 minutes. So, let's take another short break and we'll be back once I'm in a better position. Here we are again. I don't seem to have gained much on the target. Not at all, in fact. We are at an AOB of 90 degrees right now, so you know what we'll do. We are gonna turn in rapidly, and we are gonna get ready to fire. Down periscope while we turn. But, let me just show you, I've set up another salvo. But I think I won't shoot the salvo. That thing has already suffered 1 torpedo hit. I think if we hit it again, it might be enough to send it to the bottom. And well, torpedoes are starting to run a little bit low here. So maybe I'll go for single shots instead. Single shot, hit it, see what happens. And well, there are no escorts, we can take our time, the night is still long. There's no need to rush really. So we'll fire one torpedo, we'll hit that thing, see if it goes down after that, and if not, we'll just hit it again. That's gonna be my plan right now. So, turn is being completed. Excellent. Come on. Complete the turn. Speed, I think I'll leave more or less the same. Maybe raise it to 6 knots. They might have increased their speed. So let's put that at 6. There we go. And slow down. Periscope front. Let's wait for the speed to drop a little bit. Up periscope. Target in front of us. Now, did they speed up? That's a really good question. AOB about 80. I mean, I can take their speed. Why not? Start the clock. Yeah, I think they have sped up. I wouldn't be surprised. AOB is now 90. They definitely are. Ah, well. Now it's getting close once again to 50 seconds. No change in speed. In that case, speed back down to 5.5. Open the tube. Distance to target. Optical height is about... difficult. About... oh, come on. About 6. Optical height 6. That, if I assume their masts are about 23 meters high, that means distance about 800. Put this to 700. Confirm AOB. Very difficult to tell. But not at 100. It's very close to 90. Let's put it at 90. Speed's fine. Everything's set up. Torpedo. Go. One torpedo out. I should have turned in more. But it's fine. We are gonna immediately turn left. Increase our speed while we do it. And either this is going to be a hit, or we are just going to re-engage with the other torpedo. Select torpedo 3. We should see an impact now. We are not seeing an impact. Oh, there we go. Another hit. Slow us down a bit. The periscope got blurry at just the right moment, of course. But that was a good hit at midships. Damn good hit, in fact. Okay. I think I might shadow them for maybe 15 minutes or so, just to see what happens. If they start to take on some serious amounts of water, or not. Before I re-attack. Yeah. I believe that's a good plan. Down periscope. Batteries will soon be at 75%, but that's still fine. More than fine. We still have the whole night to recharge them. That's really not an issue. But that thing, it might go down. Maybe if we wait for 15 minutes, it might actually go down. So that's what I will do. Yeah, there's 2 nice holes in his side and its side, so let's hope that we don't need to use another torpedo. For now, let's go back down to 16.
Neue Tiefe 1,5 Meter.
Give me depth under keel.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Tiefe unter Kiel ist
44.
4,4.
We are still good. Increase our speed.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
Submerging.
Frachter entfernt sich auf 6,0.
Wait. Yeah, well, that's fine, okay. We have completed our turn. He can start tracking the target's progress. And we are just gonna keep up with it. So, another little break. And we resume in maybe 15 minutes or so. And welcome back. I think our torpedo has had some effect. Because the merchant suddenly started to fall behind rapidly and then our hydrophone operator lost it. So I think the engine is dying. Wait, let's wait a moment, we are just coming up. There it is. Yeah, that does sound a lot slower than earlier. And quieter, too. I think that thing is done. We're coming up to periscope depth. Slow down the boat.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
And let's go to the attack periscope. Raise that up. And we'll take a look. There it is. Yeah. It is listing. It appears to be sitting extremely low in the water and it is definitely falling behind. I do think our torpedo had a definite effect here. So here's what we'll do. We will actually go ahead and turn around.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin. Neuer Kurs 1,8.
We are gonna turn around and position ourselves on the target side, so that if it refuses to go down, we can strike again. I don't think... Actually, you know what? Let's verify this.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
New
Neuer
course.
3,4,2.
That way. I will check if they are making any speed or if they are coming to a standstill. She's going down, we just received a message. Okay, so that's it. Target sunk. That is excellent news.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Go that way. We are going to surface.
Neuer Kurs 3,5,0.
Just, you know, to confirm the sinking. Down periscope.
Jawohl, Herr
Speed up the
Kaloin.
boat.
Große Fahrt voraus.
Actually, speed up
Jawohl, Herr
more than
Kaloin.
that.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
Bring us through the turn. We'll speed up the boat and then we are going to surface. So that if there is anything dangerous out there, if there's still some danger, we can immediately dive again. But I think this is good. Surface.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Auftauchen. Vorne oben 10, hinten kommen auf 5.
Boat is responding nicely, coming up to the surface.
Erste Seewache sich klar machen.
And we should switch to diesel engines momentarily. There we go. Well. Come on, diesel engines. Greedily sucking in air, and now they have it. Chief Engineer, don't recharge right now. Power to both engines. To both screws. There we go. Okay. We completed our turn, so let's go up there. Go that way.
Neuer Kurs 3, 5, 7.
Red flare going up. Yeah, they know they're in trouble. That thing is sinking. A fire is starting. Or getting out of control. That thing is done. I don't think they will survive for too long. No. Not at all. We are just speeding towards it right now. Our boat plowing through these waves. What a nice sight this is. Well, the flare burned out. I'm sure they'll send up another one. Yeah, there we go. Something just detonated. I heard that. I think the boilers... Yeah, it goes. It's going down. Rapidly now. Boiler explosion. Ripped open bulkheads, water rushed in suddenly and it's gone. That's it for them. Oh, another explosion. Beneath the surface. They are done. Okay. Here's what we'll do. First of all, raise this antenna. We are gonna send off a radio message. Let's see, what did we actually sink? We sank a large merchant. 10,800 tons. Oh, that thing was larger than I thought it was. 10,800. That's an awesome sinking. Very awesome. Radio operator. Send out a patrol report. Inform BDU of the sinking. Report has been sent. And now, navigator,
Jawohl,
return
Herr
us to our course.
Gehen wieder auf Kurs, Herr Kaloin.
Very nice. I do have... I will load another torpedo because now it doesn't make any difference anymore. Well, although I could try to bring in this one. As soon as the seas are calm. If they don't calm down this night, maybe they'll calm down the following night and I will be able to bring this torpedo in. Oh, there's still smoke and steam rising from that area. That was a good sinking. A real good sinking. Well, I'll strive to get away from here for now. And that's priority number one. And as soon as we are away, I will then start recharging the batteries. But first let's get a few kilometers distance, and then I'll do that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Is the weather getting worse? It's still 13 meters per second. But I guess our ballast tank has not been fully pumped dry yet. So that's why we are struggling a little bit in the waves. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. We'll continue our patrol, our journey. I will patrol more or less in this area here. I would actually like to go here, but I have been there and the water depth in this area is about 17 to 18 meters. So, no thank you. No thank you, I'm not going there. I'm not staying there. So I'll stay in this area here where we have water that is a little bit deeper, as you see, about 50 meters. That is not a lot. I really do hope that we don't meet any escorts here, but it's leagues better than almost scraping the bottom when at periscope depth. I really don't like that. Can't even crash dive there. So we'll stay in this area and hope that we find more shipping. So far, it has been a good area for us in that regard. We'll continue our patrol. And, well, I think this is gonna be it for today. I do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Let me know in the comments if you did. This target was a little bit stubborn, needing more than one torpedo, and well, we had one dot, so we used 3 torpedoes to sink this one. But 10,800 tons, that's a really good catch. With that all said, once again, thank you very much for taking your time to watch this, and I hope you're looking forward to the next episode. Until then, have some really great days, and goodbye.